New patch notes went live today and with some interesting changes, so let's take a look.
Dash triumphant in the elite Elder Rift race. Demons blur in your vision as you fly past them, conquering the challenge as swift as the wind. Since our last content update, you've become nature's ultimate defender with the new Druid class and slayed your way through Season 41 Battle Pass. This newest content update brings a new event challenging you to race your way through Elder Rifts with your most stalwart allies. So this content update takes place on July 15th and July 16th, 1 a.m. till 3 a.m. depending on obviously which server you are on. And as this article is an early look at the latest content update, information conveyed in this article may be subject to adjustment. So looking at Codex, we've got Fly Through the Rift Race limited time event, balance changes, feature updates, returning events, region-specific game additions, and bug fixes. So kicking off, Fly Through the Rift Racer limited time event. Legend of your demon-slaying prowess is already known across the furthest reaches of Sanctuary. Now is the time to put that deadly efficiency directly to the test against other adventurers of your excellence. From July 21st at 3 a.m. till July 28th at 3 a.m. server time, team up with 3 other fellow adventurers to race your way to the end of an Elder Rift and compete for illustrious rewards. Your runs will be bolstered by 5 powerful elixirs to grant you each an extra boost to complete the Elder Rift run. So we've got Vitu's Elixir, increases critical hit chance when using a buff. Shalbass's Fury, increases primary attack speed when using your primary attack. Banquet of Blood, increases critical hit chance when you apply harmful effects. Mountbank's Might, deals damage to nearby enemies when you are shielded. Gloom's Stride, deals damage to nearby enemies when you use a dash skill at both your current and end location. This Rift Racer event will feature 2 different game modes, Normal and Nightmare mode. Normal will feel similar to the Elder Rifts you know and love, while Nightmare mode cranks up the heat with demonic twists and challenges. In Nightmare mode, you'll have to steel yourself against fearsome new Rift Guardian, the Durat. The Durat stands in the way as the final threat to claim the mantle of being the fastest, but keep your senses heightened for more threats hide in the shadows. Throughout your Elder Rift race, the underbush scurries, rife with greedy goblins looking to cause chaos. Slay these goblins as soon as possible, for if left unchecked, they'll bolster the power of all remaining enemies in the Elder Rift. Look out for them at regular intervals of 25, 50, and 75% rift completion. Normal Rift Racer will be available at all times throughout the event, but Nightmare mode has limited attempts and only stands to be challenged from 7 until 10 p.m. local server time. So 7 p.m. until 10 p.m. local server time. You'll have 1 extra bonus attempt on July 26th and 27th from 12 till 2 p.m. local server time. Complete several challenges within the event to earn legendary items, set items, and legendary crests. Hone your score to compete against the heroes of Sanctuary on your server and across all servers to earn resplendent rewards. The top players on the cross-server leaderboards will earn the following: legendary crests, set item chests, mystery legendary gift boxes, reinforced scrap material, and gold. Race through the Elder Rifts and strategize with your closest allies to emerge triumphant. We wish you good fortune and swift slaying in the races. So this is quite an interesting looking event. I've been saying for a long time that I'd like to see new returning events or new limited time events. So at least this is something. It's a little bit different to what we've had before. I don't feel that this is going to be pay to win based like people always say, because if you have a speed build, this should work nicely regardless of resonance. And it'll be interesting to see the results of this overall. I'll try and make a video on it and show you what's going on my server with this. Next up, we have balance changes. The balance changes below will be effective everywhere in Diablo Immortal. Druid abilities. Werewolf baseline, damage dealt by the mark is increased by 50%. Howl Werewolf, damage dealt by the mark is increased by 50%. Lunge Werewolf, you are immune to knockback while charging the skill. Surging Stone, damage is increased by 51% and energy cost is reduced by 20%. I believe this is because everyone has moaned that Druid is not OP on launch, and now this is probably going to make Druid too OP in PvP. So I'm glad I'm at Legend League already, because that will really piss me off. Druid legendary items. Mauler's Mitt, Werebear Crush. Damage dealt is increased with each subsequent hit up to a maximum of 150% of base damage. Coat of Fecundy, I don't know. Thorn Armor, Smolder Seed Explosion, damage is increased by 50%. This is big increases here. I don't know what the original percentages are looking like, but to increase them by 50% is a lot. Loam Skull Werewolf fire aura damage is increased by 65%. The Ordered Crook Werewolf healing is increased by 14% and now heals every 0.5 seconds while an enemy is marked instead of when the mark expires. Snarling Face Werewolf lunge. During the initial dash, you are immune to loss of control and knockbacks. The damage of the secondary attack is increased by 32%. Scar Carver Werewolf Rend and Tear. Secondary attacks damage against low health enemies is increased by 50%. Tuskguard, Summon Oak Sage. Each Oak Sage now attacks 3 targets instead of 1. Flesh is Fertile Ground. Thorn Armor now provides 30% increased attack speed instead of damage reduction. Subsequent hit now deals 25% reduced damage instead of 50%. So yeah, as I said, everyone was moaning that Druid wasn't OP on launch and now it looks like it's going to be OP. I think a lot of people will be swapping back to this class with these increases. They look like they're going to be pretty strong. But I think this is just going to make things unbalanced again. I personally felt like on the Druid launch, yes, it wasn't OP, but I did feel that with PvP, it was feeling pretty balanced across all classes. Let me know your thoughts on this in the comments. Let me know if you feel that Druid did need this buff or if it was pretty in line with other classes on its launch, because as I said, that's how I feel about it. So it's going to be interesting to see the state of Battleground with this now, because I think it's just going to screw things up, but there we go. So feature updates, we have a favorites section. So this is for emojis. This is something that a few of us creators had asked for. I can't remember who specifically has asked for it. It's something that all of us had commented on and said that it would be nice to be able to favorite stickers for chat emojis, because there's several of us that use the same emojis all the time, but you have to kind of scroll to find them. So you can now favorite and organize your most beloved stickers and emojis in a handy new favorite section for faster access. Silence debuff icon addition. We've added a new silence debuff icon in PvP areas to help bring better visibility for legendary item affixes that use the effect. Battlegrounds updates for Deodessa. Shadow and Immortal rank bonuses will now be normalized to a 16% damage and defense increase during Battleground and Convoy PvP matches. These bonuses vary from server to server based on whether the cycle of strife refreshes, which makes you weaker immediately after your server overthrows an Immortal clan. These bonuses are intended to impact your performance within your server, not your performance across servers. So we're normalizing this to always be a maximum value, which I think is really nice. Developers note, this was already active in other game modes before this update, and we're further extending this to Battleground and Convoy to try and for a better and more consistent PvP experience, regardless of where your server currently is in the cycle of strife. Deeds of Valor score updates. Your score in Deeds of Valor will now dynamically update in real time to better reflect your current progress towards ranking up. Deeds of Valor burden reduction. Total activity needed to earn a Deeds of Valor badges has been lowered, requiring less work to earn higher level badges. Additionally, shadow clans that win during the Rite of Exile week will earn impact marks or will automatically assign to highly active members within the clan that have not previously participated in a Rite of Exile match. This 100% makes sense to me, because you have specific clans that only ever send their A team to matches, which then means other people don't get a chance to participate, which then means people don't get their bonus percentage when they might actually be more active than the people that are actually high resonance. So this makes sense to me. I think this is a really good move. Developers note, these changes aim to grant you a better access to the coveted 12% Deeds of Valor badges. Clan leaders will have the ability to change those who these impact marks are assigned to if they feel other clan members are more deserving of the honour. Okay, so this is actually based on the clan leaders, so that is interesting. Don't know how I feel about that part, but yeah, I guess that's a good thing. New familiar traits. We're improving these new familiar traits. Salvager allows remote salvaging. Appraiser allows remote identification. Pack Mule allows remote armory management. You'll now be able to salvage, identify, and manage your armory remotely far and wide across Sanctuary. If you already own these traits, these updates will be automatically applied. Enjoy this updated flexibility and happy adventuring. Shadow rank changes. We're removing the need to go to the Court of Whispers at certain thresholds to manually rank up. Now the only time you'll need to go in person is the very first time you need to rank up. That's a good update as well. Boss fight revives update. If you die during a boss fight and are out of revives, you will now automatically revive after the boss is defeated. That's also a good update, because there's been occasions that everyone's having to go around and revive the other players. So yeah, I like that change as well. Now looking at returning events, we've got Conqueror July 16th to July 23rd, Alley of Blood July 18th to July 20th, Perils of the Fen 7-day event July 19th to July 25th, Wild Brawl July 19th to July 29th, Hungry Moon July 26th to August 1st. So same events that we've had over the last few months. I do wish that we'd see some new ones there, but it is what it is. Region-specific game additions. Below you'll find region-specific updates coming to the Diablo Immortal version available in China. I'm not going to read through this because I don't believe many people from that region are watching my videos, but you can see it on the screen right now anyway, so you can read that yourself. It's literally only one additional change there. And lastly, with this update, we have some bug fixes. Now, there's a few bugs that you guys have reported to me that I have then forwarded to the developers. This mainly revolves around falling through maps in different areas, and I'm hoping that those fixes are going to come into place with this update this week. So if nothing changes, come back to this video and comment after the update has gone live and let me know, and I will chase these issues for you. For now, that is it from me for this video. I hope you found this helpful. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day.
Official Diablo Partner.